Hello students, welcome in today's business studies lecture. We are learning principle of management, and you all know that in the previous lecture we have discussed that there are altogether 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Till now we have completed 5 principles of management, that is division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command and unity of direction. So now in this lecture we are starting with the 6th principle of management given by Henry Fayol. So what Henry Fayol is saying in the 6th principle of management, that is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Individual interest means every individual in the organization, as we have already discussed that management is a group activity, and in organization there are number of persons and every persons will be having their own individual interest. Like if I am working in any organization, I have my personal interest also while I am working in the organization, and also there is some organizational interest also. That means in which organization I am working, in that organization have their own goals. So there are two goals, that means one is organizational goal and other one is individual goal. So what Fayol is saying, that there should be always subordination. Subordination means general interest should not collide with the individual interest. That means in every organization, person should have to give priority to the general interest or organizational interest, and they have to keep their individual interest at the secondary level. Person should not think about their personal goal, then they have to think about organizational goal. No. What Fayol is said, that always organizational goal should keep at superior level and individual goal should subordinate it. That's what Henry Fayol has suggested. So the interest of an organization should take priority. Interest of an organization should take priority over the interest of any one individual employee. That means organizational interest should always given priority over the personal interest. Suppose I give the example. Suppose there is a person, he is working under purchase department, and the purchase manager have given him order to purchase the raw material from the market. So he know two person, there are two supplier of raw material, that is B and C. Usually company take order from C, usually company take raw material from C, but purchase manager having good terms with B. So what the B have told him, B told to A that if you take goods raw material from me, I'll give you raw material at rupees 95 plus I'll give you 5% commission personally. And C is giving the same raw material at rupees 90. What A have thought that company will be bearing the 95 rupees, and in spite of that I will also get personally 5% commission over that. So he have given order to B. So this kind of situation can happen in an organization. That's why Fayol has said that a person in an organization, this 5% interest is his personal goal and 90 rupees is his organizational goal. So what should he have to give priority? He should always give priority to the organizational interest and not to the personal interest. So now 7th principle of management, remuneration of employees. Remuneration means all pays and compensation, whether it is wages, bonus, all pays and all compensation given to the employees. So remuneration of employees means in an organization, every employee should have been given fair wages, which should give them reasonable standard of living. Fayol has said that while giving the remuneration to the employees, you should give them enough remuneration so that they can easily raise their living standard, or they can easily get into the or adjust into the life. But at the same time, company should not always think about giving good remuneration to the employees, but they should also think about their paying capacity. If a company is going on in the loss, and at the same time also they are fulfilling this remuneration of employees principle of management, then how could they able to come up with that loss? So there are 2 points for the remuneration of employees. That first is wages should be reasonable, and the second, that wages should be according to the paying capacity of the company. Eighth principle is given by Henry Fayol, that is centralization and decentralization. Centralization means confinement of power. Confinement of power means powers are confined in few hands, and decentralization means dispersal of power. That means powers are not confined on any single hand, but it is dispersed or distributed between different persons. So it is very clear that if the powers are confined in the few hands, then obviously work cannot happen at the time, because for every decision subordinate have to come to the superior, they have to take decision, they have to take permission, then they have to go and do their work, so it will take time. So this centralization can be applicable only in the small organization where there are only limited number of employees are working. So at that time centralization can work. But when the organization is very large, where number of hundred of thousand of employees are working, at that time if they will go for the centralization, then it won't work. For every single decision they have to go to their superior, and that superior will go to another superior. It will take lots of time. So there should be balance between centralization and decentralization. Fayol has said that there should not be complete centralization in the organization, and there should not be complete decentralization of the power in the organization. Both have their own limitation, and both have their own merits and demerits. So according to the situation, Fayol have suggested that according to the situation you have to opt for either centralized system or decentralized system. So now the last principle of management for today's video is scalar chain. Scalar chain means in an organization always there is a chain between superior and subordinate. Suppose if you see this diagram, A is superior to B, B is superior to C, C is superior to D, D is superior to E, E is superior to F. That means B is superior to C but subordinate of A. Are you getting my point? B is superior of C but subordinate of A. C is superior of D but subordinate of B. So in every organization this kind of scalar chain is followed. That means if A wants to give some message to E, A will first give this message to B, B will give this message to C, C will pass on this message to D, then D will pass on this message to E. Then further, whatever the feedback E is giving, that feedback E will give to D, D will give to C, C will give to B, B will give to A. This is what in an organization, in a formal organization have to be followed, that you should always follow a particular line or particular chain while you are communicating, and that is formal chain. But don't you think, students, that if this system will follow, then it will take lots of time, it will consume lots of time, and in a big organization when this kind of system will totally follow, then they cannot able to achieve their goals. That's why Fayol has suggested that under certain circumstances or under certain situation, when there is a very urgency, where there is a exceptional cases, at that situation Fayol has suggested that the Gangplank means, suppose this is a production department. I just give you the example. This is a production department, and this is a marketing department. Two departments, different department. B, C, D, E, F, this all are working in production department. G, H, I, J, K, they all are working in the marketing department. And A is the top level who is undertaking both the department. This level of management we have discussed earlier. So now what happened? There is one person, I, he got to know some information about the goods produced in the production department, that there is some defect in the goods. So what happened? D is very good friend of him. So what happened in the organization? If there is a particular scalar chain, then what will happen? E will first give this inform the defect to G. H will further inform that defect to G. G will inform that defect to A will inform that defect to B will inform to C will inform to D. Meanwhile, number of units will have been produced, defective goods have been produced. So loss will happen to the organization. So in this situation, Gangplank had been suggested by Fayol that in the case of urgency or in the case of an emergency, two persons of two different departments, I am repeating, two persons of two different departments working on the same level, they can pass the information directly to each other. That means through Gangplank, I can directly communicate to D only in the case of emergency. If there is an emergency, urgent information have to be given to different department, then two persons working at the same level of different department, they can communicate to each other. But here a point have to be noted, that I cannot pass the information to C, I cannot pass the information to E, I cannot pass the information to F, I cannot pass the information to B. Why? Because Gangplank have only given this power to the person working for the same level. If I will give information to C, then C is at the top level, B is also at the top level, D is at the same level, and if you will give the information to E is at the lower level, F is also at the lower level, only D is working at the same level. This system can be only applicable when the persons are working at the same level. So this is what the scalar chain have been given by Henry Fayol. So in this lecture we have discussed 4 principles of management. First is subordination of individual interest to general interest, remuneration of employees, centralization and decentralization, and the last one is scalar chain. So we'll continue with other topics in the next lecture. Stay tuned.